Good day, my name is Robert Cruz, UPOVU student under the Program Master of Information Systems, subject CMSC209, Management Information Systems under the faculty in charge, Professor John Francis Postorillo. And I'm here to present the Systems Analysis and Design for the Online Student Registration System for Asian Institute of Computer Studies, Bicutan Branch. AICS Bicutan Branch is a private school offering senior high school, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. It is located at 1571 Triangle Building, Doña Soledad Avenue, Better Living Subdivision, Bicutan, Parañaque City. The main branch is located at the Commonwealth Avenue corner Holy Spirit Drive, Don Antonio Heights, Holy Spirit, Quezon City. AICS is composed of 12 branches divided in areas in Central, North, and South. The school's mission is to establish linkages with leading academic and industry experts to achieve the highest international level of excellence through high-impact quality research, development, and publication, to provide an environment that fosters the welfare and development of stakeholders, to nurture a community of successful and socially responsible learners and leaders, and to provide accessible and cost-effective education for all. The school's vision is to be the innovator in providing globally competitive education and academic excellence in the field of arts and sciences, responsive to the demands of the Industrial Revolution and contemporary world. The school's goals and objectives are to employ highly qualified teaching personnel and research faculty, to facilitate industry-based faculty development programs, to develop up-to-date curricula and course materials, to cater quality student services, to enjoin community outreach extension programs, and to provide state-of-the-art facilities. In the evaluation of the current information system, the school uses the student registration system as the primary information system, where the main function is to register students in the enrollment period. It was developed by the founder of the school using an old database management system named DBase. DBase was one of the first DBMS for microcomputers, and it was successful on that time. DBase 4 was the version used to develop the SRS in 1996, and the latest version, SRS Plus, was developed and released in 2003. The current information system caters the following processes. Number 1, setting the parameters for tuition fee, instructors, subject, and class schedule. Number 2 is transaction and registration. Number 3 is student grades for prelim, midterm, and finals. Number 4, printing of reports. Number 5, printing of transcript of records. Under the printing of reports, we have statement of account, tuition fee listing, instructors data and loading, subject file listing, registration form listing, official receipt, student grades, enrollment summary report, class record sheets, class schedule status report, student listing, enrollment listing, and grading sheets. In the SWOT analysis, we have the school's strengths. Number 1, we have proficient and skilled educators. Number 2, we have good marketing campaign, where each branch have a marketing team headed by a marketing executive. 3, we have partnership with international companies such as Cisco and Microsoft. 4, we have low and affordable tuition fees, scholarship, and vouchers for senior high school. And 5, we are in a strategic business location. In the school's weakness, we have the following. We have number 1, limited course offering for Bachelor of Science courses, and 2-year vocational courses are no longer offered. Number 2, we have limited strand course offering for senior high school. Number 3, the student registration system is facing its end of life and it is not updated. Number 4, no student portal, online enrollment and registration. Number 5, expensive expenditure for operational costs due to the electricity, water, and building rent. In the opportunities, number 1, ongoing application of new course for college in CHED. Number 2, ongoing application of new strand courses for senior high school in DepEd. Number 3, new tie-up with local and international companies is still ongoing. Number 4, marketing with new target public schools. Number 5, ongoing renovations and improvement of facilities. Lastly, in the threats, number 1, Public high schools upgrading new strands and urging junior high school students to continue their education in the schools they are currently enrolled. Number 2, competition with state universities and colleges offering no tuition fees for college-level students. Number 3, competition with other private schools that offers a wide variety of courses. Number 4, competitors are constantly engaging tie-ups with local and international companies that offer internship programs. Number 5, competitors are migrating to online mode of classes. In the problem definition, we have the problems and issues. As mentioned in the evaluation of the current information system, the student registration system is already 28 years old. Therefore, in today's standards, it is already considered as obsolete or at its end of life period. It has not been updated since the last version was released in 2003. Throughout the years, it is still being used where problems and issues have been encountered. Here we have the following problems and issues. Number 1, a separate SRS needs to be set up exclusive for senior high school and college students. Number 2, security issues like no user's account, password, and roles authentication. Number 3, transaction issues on irregular or transferee college students. Student tuition fee does not tally, requiring it to be manually computed. Number 4, tuition fee file maintenance issue. The parameter settings are set only to first year level. Second year up to fourth year level requires manual computation of tuition fees. Number 5, the housekeeping function used to backup, restore, cleaning, and checking data integrity of the database no longer function. Number 6, re-indexing, intentionally or unintentional, causes data or records to be erased. In the project's identification, we have the following function and features of the system. Number 1, student authentication. This feature requires a student to enter their account name and password to log into the system as part of the authentication process. Number 2, student grades assessment. This feature verifies and checks the grades of the students as the basis for what year level, semester, and subjects offered for the student to enroll. Number 3, student details. This feature is set to contain the information or details about the student. Number 4, schedule selection. These features allows the student to select a schedule based on sessions. Number 5, accept payments. This feature will accept payments for the tuition fee by a bank deposit and then present the proof of payment to the registrar. Here we have the goals and objectives. Number 1, create or update repository database for online student registration system. 2, provide a web application for students to enroll online. 3, update, integrate, and speed up the registration and enrollment process for both senior high school and college level by minimizing or eliminating redundancies. 4, provide security by setting user accounts and passwords for authentication. In the conceptual design, we have the entity relationship diagram. It describes the flow and how the entities will interact with each other. You can pause this video if you want to see the diagram clearly. The flow, action, and the relationships of the entities are described in the table. Here we have the flow in action along with the relationship. Registrar, administrator creates an account for the student, one-to-many. Registrar, administrator assigns a schedule, one-to-many. Student logs in to the system using the given account, one-to-one. Student select enrolls a schedule, one-to-one. Registrar, administrator assess, verifies the student credentials in accordance to the schedule, one-to-many. Student pays deposit for tuition fee via bank deposit, one-to-one. Bank issues a bank deposit proof of payment, one-to-one. Registrar, administrator accepts the proof of payment, many-to-one. Registrar, administrator issues a registration form given to the student, one-to-one. Here we have the database schema. It is an enhanced view of the database tables and relationships. Each table is related by a primary key and foreign key. You can pause this video to clearly see the entities and relationships of this diagram. The database schema is composed of a database named OSRDB, and it is composed of the following tables. We have student table, course strand table, session section table, subject table, instructor table, student grade table, student account authentication table, tuition fee payment table, and transaction registration ledger table. This table will contain the important data the system will be using. In the Systems and Users interface, we have the behavioral design. Here we have two actors, the registrar administrator and the student, along with their corresponding interactions. You can pause this video to clearly see the diagram. Now, according to tutorialspoint.com, a UML behavioral diagram, or just behavioral diagram, is a way to visualize, construct, specify, and document the dynamic aspects of a system. It is categorized as activity diagrams, interaction diagrams, state chart diagrams, and use case diagrams. In the system, we have two actors, the registrar administrator and the student that performs several interactions. Here we have the table that shows the following interactions of the two actors. We have the registrar administrator that creates a student account, sends student account name and password via email, assess, verify student credentials, assign class schedules for enrollment, assess, approve student schedule and mode of payment, accepts proof of payment, issues registration form. For the student, we have submit request for student account name and password for new students, accept and use student account for login for new student. We have the login for old and new student, select class schedule and wait for approval, pay tuition fee via bank deposit, present proof of payment, accept issued registration form. The conceptual interface design will be used by the user to interact with the system. You can pause this video to clearly see the conceptual systems interface and design. One of the purposes of the systems and users interface is to provide functions to navigate, interact, effective use, and give a good user experience. The systems and users interface is composed of the main page followed by the registrar administrator page and the student login account request page. Here we have the following functionalities of the interfaces. We have the main page and registrar administrator page. In the registrar administrator page, we have the create student account, post open schedule, student credentials and schedule assessment, update enrollment. Under the student credentials and schedule assessment, we have the notify student approval for enrollment, the post amount for student fee and mode of payment, accept proof of payment, and issue registration form. In the student login account request page, we have the following functionalities. We have the view open schedule, select schedule, submit selected schedule for approval, view amount for tuition fee and payment mode, submit proof of payment, accept issued registration form. In the request student account for new students, we have submit request and wait for notification approval, use issued account name and password sent by email for login, submit credentials for assessment and wait for notifications, notification approval for enrollment, select course or strand and year level for new students, view open schedule, submit selected schedule for approval, view amount for tuition fee payment mode, submit proof of payment, and accept issued registration form. In the project implementation plan and schedule, we have the following activities. We have the project planning in month 1, requirements analysis in month 2, systems designing in month 3, implementation in month 4, systems user acceptance and training in month 5, and maintenance in month 6. The above Gantt chart shows the series of activities in a span of 6 months starting at June 2024 up to November 2024. Now this will give enough time to develop the system. In the future plan for development and implementation, after the online student registration system or phase 1 has been completed, the next step will be to create the student registration system server desktop application, which is phase 2. It will require more time for it to be accomplished, and it will take another 6 to 1 year of development due to its wider features and functionalities. The following functionalities that needs to be aligned and developed for phase 2 server desktop application are the following. Number 1, setting the parameters for tuition fee, instructor, subject, and class schedule. Number 2, transaction. Number 3, student periodical grades. Number 4, printing of transcript of records. And number 5, printing of reports. Under printing of reports, we have the statement of accounts, tuition fee listing, registration form listing, enrollment listing, enrollment summary report, class schedule status report, instructors data and loading, subject file listing, student listing, official receipt and permits, student grades, and class record sheets. Once the management of the main branch of the school see the potential of the system, they can incorporate the system to be used in other branches. And within 2 to 5 years of development, the application can be developed to become a school portal that will cater the information needs not only of the students, but the administrators, parents, and faculty of the school. In addition, it is advised to use a Python-based framework like Django to implement the website security. And according to wikipedia.org, Django is a free and open-source Python-based web framework that runs on a web server. It uses or follows the model template views architectural pattern, and it is maintained by the Django Software Foundation, the independent organization that was established in the US as a 501c3 non-profit. The primary goal of Django is to ease the creation of complex database-driven websites. It emphasizes reusability and pluggability of components, less code, low coupling, rapid development, and the principle of don't repeat yourself. And Python is used throughout even for settings, files, and data models. Django also provides an optional administrative create, read, update, and delete interface that is generated dynamically through introspection and configured via admin models. By the time the online student registration system has evolved into a school portal, the school will require a dedicated information systems department composed of a team of developers, programmers, server database administrator, and a department head systems analyst that will maintain the portal and other information systems of the school. In summary, AICS is using a student registration system for the enrollment that is already 28 years old. By today's standard, it is already at the end of its life or obsolete, and the users are encountering problems. The solution is to provide an online student registration system that will speed up the enrollment process. Once the management see the potential of the new system, it can be integrated with other branches of the school. And in 2 to 5 years from now, it can be developed to become a school portal that will cater the information needs of the students, parents, faculty, registrar, and administrators. By that time, a dedicated information systems department will be commissioned to maintain the school portal and other information systems. We have reached the end of the presentation. Thank you very much. If you wish to learn more, you can pause this video and visit the websites in our online references. Special thanks to our faculty in charge, Professor John Francis Pastorilla, for the inspiration and guidance to create this video presentation. More power to you, sir, and God bless. Thank you very much for watching.